This was 175 hectares of lucerne. There was approximately 140 plus hectares directly covered with water, and we think there was 25 to 35 hectares that was not covered with water, but will possibly still be dying from too much water. It was not submerged, but it was still too much water. So we think we will remain with between 25 and 45. We're not sure at this moment hectares of lucerne.
An absolute disaster. The majority of Bloemhof and Christiana's lucerne drowned during 2 floods in quick succession. This was the 7th time he endured flooding since he purchased the farm 25 years ago.
Financially, it's total financial ruin if your crop is flooded. You can't recoup nothing of it, and you must. For instance, if you replant lucerne, it's costing more than 20,000 rand a hectare to replant it. So we can't afford it to replant this lucerne. We must seek other avenues or try other ways to farm again, because we are not in the position to carry on with this farming.
The flooding has had an immense impact on farmers.
Impact on the farmers are quite severe, especially the farmers next to the river. They lost about everything. There's no crop that's been left over next to the river that I know of. Everything is in the water and rotten up now. The maize is a problem. It's getting rotten. You can't do nothing with it. And then the pivots that's watering these maize are also in the water, so there's big losses there too. And then the lucerne farmers, they got the biggest loss, because within 2 days that lucerne is going dead. You had to replant them, and that is a very, very high cost to replant them.
Although the abnormal rainfall and the subsequent damage to crops were quite severe, it is not expected that consumers will be impacted much.
There are some areas that recorded more than 1,000 millimeters of rain in the last 3 months. That is more than double the normal rainfall. There will be some severe damage in terms of infrastructure. Crops will also suffer, especially soya beans, or the irrigated parts, soya beans and maize along the rivers can cause severe damage there. In terms of consumer, not much, but there was some expectancy of early harvesting of especially white maize in the lower Orange River areas, and that is not possible in some areas.
With agricultural equipment also damaged, it will take farmers a few weeks at least to estimate the total damage they suffered. Thabiso Moss, SABC News, Bloemhof.